The city of Vaughan will head into stage 2 on Friday. For more reaction, let's bring in CP24's Kayla Williams. Kayla.
And Lena, there's no doubt that I'm sure many of the business owners as well as residents of Vaughan are very happy to hear the news that as of Friday they will be able to at least return to some sense of normalcy. And with that, I want to bring in Vaughan Mayor MAURIZIO BEVILACQUA. And Mayor, good evening to you.
Good evening, Kayla.
Wanted to know your initial reaction when you heard that your city got the green light.
Well, my initial reaction is that disciplined focus and commitment is required. And I think we had a plan, and the plan has worked well here in the city of Vaughan. As you know, we were a hot spot, but we've seen the numbers now decline. But there's no question about this, and I will repeat what I said 3 months ago, that COVID-19 is a marathon, not a sprint. 3 months ago, I declared the state of emergency here in my city, and it's taken 3 months to get to stage 2. What I tell other colleagues of mine, mayors and regional chairs, is that patience is a virtue when it comes to COVID-19. We got to get it right. And remember, in my planning, not only am I looking at this first wave, I'm looking at the second wave, which will come in the fall. So we have to be smart, we have to rely on science, and we have to make smart decisions on behalf of the citizens we represent.
Well said, as far as being smart and making sure you plan ahead. And so what are some of the things that you want to reiterate to business owners that are so excited, I'm sure, and they're going to be taking the next few days to prepare their establishments, as well as the residents of your city that will be going out and using these forms of business?
You can look at it as an amber light, or you can look at it as a green light. It's not full speed ahead. You have to be careful. You have to put in place protocols in restaurants and other areas of businesses that respect the fact that COVID-19 is still present. I don't want to get anybody to give the wrong impression to anyone that somehow COVID-19 doesn't exist anymore, even though we're in stage 2. COVID-19 is still here. People are still contacting COVID-19. And as I said earlier, you know, we're only a few months away from the second wave coming in. So let's be smart about it. Let's not throw caution to the wind and say that everything is back to normal, because it's not. It's we don't want to repeat the errors of the past. We want to learn from the lessons of the past and act in a manner that is responsible and that, yes, gives us back some of the freedom. But the reality is that we're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, absolutely not. And I want to get your take on your thoughts as far as Torontonians who may take that drive up to Vaughan in order to use some establishments there until we get the green light here in the GTA.
Well, it's regionalization. You know, it's not a perfect system that the province introduced, but it's a wise and about as close as you can get to perfect. People will move. We live in a democratic state. People want a free flow of goods, services, and you yourself, you want to be able to move around as you please. That's part of our DNA as people that live in democratic countries like Canada. The reality is, though, is that there are risks associated with it. And so what I say is be careful. Do a risk assessment. We have a risk model in the city of Vaughan that we've developed precisely to safeguard the health and well-being of our citizens. Many people thought that I was being far too disciplined and at times stern. Well, we got to phase 2 because we were disciplined.
Certainly, and of course, it's always better safe than sorry. Vaughan Mayor MAURIZIO BEVILACQUA, thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. And Lena,